Good morning, all the successful people and the high achievers whom you so adore. What was the motivation for them to those high achievements in life? Have you ever thought about it? What was taking them to do forward and get to that success? To create a difference in the world, you say? To create a noble cause? A charity? To do good for the world, to create the new openings for the next generations to come. All this is good, but this was never the reason for the motivation for them to get to achievements of higher level and high level of success what they wanted. This is what I have been able to understand during my course of study of the success journey of high achievers. From analyzing their lives and their success paths and how they achieve the success and the high achievements in life. Usually, it is not the outwardly matter. It's not the outwardly reasons or the causes which are the reason for their success. It is totally a different arena, different thing which is common in all the successes of the world. And that is they all have gone through the point of pain. Pain, my friends, pain. There was an underlying pain in each and every successful man's life in the world. Take any one of them. And that was the point of ignition, of motivation for them. They had gone through the insignificance. They have gone through the adversity and which kept burning within themselves to move them forward towards their goals and not getting adrifted from them. Pain is the biggest thing which is uniting every successful man. Take Steve Jobs. He was abandoned by his biological parents. So he always had that feeling of isolation, insignificance, adversity. And that to prove to his insignificance, he kept on moving forward, created that big achievement. He left one company, he created another company. He was thrown out of his own company, the original he had created, but that insignificance within him kept on pushing him. It kept on pushing him, my friends. And it's not the term which they used when he said, "What I want to create a dent in the world." Or that was not the right thing. That came later on from Steve Jobs when he had achieved the success. He wanted to create a dent in the world, but dent in the world was not the main motivation for him to create the apple or to create the goals what he had set up for him in the first place. Richard Branson, he was told in his school by his headmaster when he said that I want to earn millions in my life, and when he was 16 years old, and that he was told by him that you will end up landing in a prison. And that words were the pain for him in his life, which he turned around and created billions and over 300 companies in the world. He had dyslexia. He was having ADHD. He had all the pain within him. And that was a boosting factor. Indian industrialist Dhirubhai Ambani. He came from a very humble beginnings. He moved from remote villages of Gujarat to Mumbai, living in one room with his kids and starting everything from scratch. That pain of moving out and being abjected by the world was the source of inspiration for him to move forward. And today, because of those pain and adversities, which made him create the Ambani empire as it is we hear today, and the Reliance group of companies which his sons are enjoying today. Thomas Alva Edison, same story. He was told he would amount to nothing in school again by his headmaster. And he went ahead, created the inventions and the world class achievements, and generations apart, we are still talking of them. It was that pain of that insignificance within him which was the reason for Michael Jordan. He was left from his college basketball team by his coach, thrown away because he was told by his coach that he's not fit to be a part of the team. And that was the pain, my friends, within him that kept on pushing him till he achieved all his goals. He got to the highest level of achievement in the basketball field and became the best basketball player in the world as we know of him today. And in one of his ceremonies, he did not hide his pain, which was still there within him. As he attributed, it's pointing towards his coach that this success is because of he was thrown away from that college basketball team. That was the reason why he that pushed him to go and work harder towards success. So it's usually the adversities, it's usually the pains that keep you pushing towards your success, towards your goals. That's been the story with me. I have gone through lots of failures in life, but that's what keeps me pushing. That's what keeps me moving forward. And that is the only reason that it has come into my life. And that makes me share the personal development studies I am doing with the world today. It all comes from the point of pain. This pain has been there to make it happen, to make it a success, to make get the big achievements. So if you are going through adversity, if you are going through pain, if you are going through a failure in your life, you are not the only one. And if you are going through that, that is the only reason, I underline, that is the only reason which will take you to the success.